gonna put this down here. Not sure if y'all can hear me. Probably not gonna be able to see me very well either. Anyways, so today's post is about I don't know, I guess doctor's visits and the joy of doctor's visits. So today Graham had 3 different appointments. The first appointment was with the pulmonologist. So that doctor does Graham's, sleep studies and oversees his BiPAP machine and controls the settings and various things related to sleep and breathing and yada yada. So that doctor was saying, that Graham had a sleep study done in July. And the results of that sleep study showed, that the settings on his BiPAP needed to be changed. And Lincare is in charge of his machine as far as like providing supplies and things like that. And they can also change settings either remotely or by, me bringing the machine in and then changing settings that way. So apparently Lincare was supposed to have changed some settings on the BiPAP based on this most recent sleep study. Well, they did not do that, and so his sleep apnea score with the mask on has gone from 1 to 5, which means that he has 5 events per hour, and an event is where he stops breathing. And just keep in mind that when he's not wearing his mask, that number is 44. So, of course, with the mask on, greatly improved, but it's gotten, just a little bit worse over time. So, that doctor was saying, that was not done. Really need to call Lincare, make sure they make those changes because his sleep apnea score has gotten worse. Another fun thing is that Graham now takes baclofen, which is supposed to help him just kind of like relax, chill out. Ever since he's had his hip surgery, he has just honestly been like a miserable human being. Like, he's been very uncomfortable and he cries a lot. He's very just like tight all the time. He does not relax his legs ever. Like, he constantly has his feet tucked and his knees up, like constantly. Does not straighten his legs. Like, I physically cannot straighten his legs anymore. And even if I try, he fights me so hard and is just screaming bloody murder the whole time. So that's fun. Anyway, so the doctor was saying that the baclofen, of course, relaxes your muscles, which can affect breathing. So, the doctor is thinking that maybe the sleep apnea score had gone up a little bit because of the baclofen, because of course it's going to relax the muscles in your throat and, maybe increase the frequency of his sleep apnea score. So, cool, fun. And then we go to do the DEXA scan, next appointment, which is they do a bone density scan, typically of his spine. They do that every 12 months because he does have osteoporosis for many reasons, but anyways, he has osteoporosis. So, trying to do the DEXA scan, he's crying, can't straighten his legs. I have to hold his arms up. He's very upset about that. So, another fun appointment. Go to the GI doctor next. I have to explain my crazy feeding regimen, which is a little different than how it's written on his orders. And I really don't have a good explanation for that, other than I've honestly just been hanging on by like the skin of my teeth ever since he had surgery, because it's just right now. So, anyways, moving on. So, finished that appointment. I realize, Facebook Memories pops up, which is always depressing when it comes to Graham. So a Facebook memory pops up, that I check in the parking lot before I leave, from 6 years ago, that said that he weighed 33 pounds. Well, do you know how much he weighs today? Today, at 9 years old, he weighs 36 pounds. So in 6 years, he's gained 3 pounds. So if that, tells you anything about the, struggle that I've had to really just keep weight on him, because he has cyclical vomiting. He has just a ridiculous aversion to any change in his formula, and he gets sick, all the time. He has horrible reactions to surgeries, any procedure, even if they're like, oh, it's just like an outpatient procedure, should be fine. Wrong. It's going to be awful, and there's going to be complications, and we're probably going to have to come back to the hospital. I just know that. I know that. Every complication you could possibly think of, that's what's going to happen. And to add to that, he's also going to lose weight, because I don't know, that's just if he misses one meal, if he throws up one time, if he gets sick, he instantly loses 3 to 5 pounds. I don't understand. And he burns calories like he runs a marathon every day. And then it's so hard to put that weight back on. But I digress. So after the 3 appointments, then I go to the Enteral supplier to pick up his formula and Enteral supplies, because the supplier is in Birmingham and I'm in Birmingham, and he needs a refill of everything. So I go there. The order's not ready, so I have to wait. No big deal. I wait, and then a lady comes out and she's like, hey, his formula is on back order from the manufacturer. What's your dietitian's name so I can contact them to get a substitute for the formula? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I literally just met the new dietitian today at this appointment that I was just at, and honestly, I don't remember her name. And there was also a new doctor that I met today. Don't remember her name either. So she has to call the hospital. I'm there for literally an hour trying to pick up the supplies. It's a new formula that he's never tried before. So now I'm 3 hours late getting back home. So, and every appointment was depressing. So there's just a glimpse, small glimpse, because he sees a lot of specialists. And sometimes the appointments are devastating, but these were only slightly depressing. So sometimes they're fine. They're just fine in the sense that nothing's changed. Everything's the same. So I guess that's fine. Stuff almost never gets better, but this is my life. Life of a special needs mom. So there's a behind the scenes glimpse into literally one day of my life. Okay, bye.